Hello, you guitar people. The people that don't like so much stuff in their guitars because you're watching a Dangelico video, which is that's a good chance that the guitar has less, stuff in it. So here's what happened. About 8 years ago, Dangelico, a little bit more than 8 years ago, Dangelico was resurrected. Dangelico was a very prestigious company way back in the early days of guitars, and made guitars in New York City at the highest spec for the jazz people. And it was resurrected, bought by who knows who, and they kept making some very, very, very super high-end guitars in New York City, but then also had some made in Korea, and brought the company back, and they put a lot of money behind it. They were everywhere. At every trade show, they had the biggest booth, they had flags, they had happenings. Dangelico pushed hard when it came to marketing. And back then, through the distributor who they had at the time, I purchased two at a fair rate. And those are those two babies back there. And they're still here because they're absolutely fantastic guitars. Now, I'm going to quickly show you. This is in an absolutely phenomenal color. I don't know if these can still get this. Their version of a 335. It's called the DC, I think. I mean, just a stunning color. These Grover tuners. This is a stop tail, and there's lots of, no shine on it anymore, because I might be able to polish that. Because, I played it, I used it. These wooden knobs. Just an absolutely stunning guitar. And being a 335, there's a sustain block in here, meaning it's a semi-hollow or semi-hollow. So there's wood all the way here, and this is empty. Great guitar. And I got the all the way hollow body, but not so thick as you can, if you can, wait, I'm gonna go in front of the light. Not so thick as you can see. Relatively thin body, but stunning flame on this baby. This is the SS. Which I know in Germany, haha, SS guitar, but nobody was thinking about that. Double binding up and down, absolutely stunning flame. I love the natural, but with the black hardware. And here we don't have the stop tail, we've got the stair-step tailpiece, which is difficult to say for someone with this stair-step tailpiece. Beautiful guitar. On this, I kept the pick guard because I usually take it off, but it kind of worked. Again, Grover locking, not locking Grover. It's not locking Grover tuners. All this black, and I just love the black and this natural. It's got a painted neck, all maple here. It's a stunning guitar, fully hollow. There's just a piece of wood here. This is all empty, and I love playing this. It is one of the guitars that make me feel like I can play. Insane Action hasn't changed in 8 years now. It's a stable guitar, and I absolutely adore playing this because it just is so smooth. It's so incredibly smooth. I went from B major 7 to a C scale. Let's do this again. But this was one of the guitars from the first run. And we all know companies really try to do the QC right, and they try to do the QC, check them, make sure the first impression on the market hits people right smack in the face, because it's important to do great on that first impression. And then oftentimes it has happened all over the place. These companies kind of gradually, we have a reputation now, we don't really need to check the guitars, because they're coming from Asia, you need to double check. We can lapse in our attention to detail. So my question was, when Sweetwater said, what kind of video would you like to do? I said, I would like to see if Dangelico still has the same quality. So this is sponsored by Sweetwater, and you can, you can, but I mean, you kind of have to trust that whatever I'm saying is what I'm saying, and it's what I actually believe. So I ordered exactly this guitar. Dangelico now has a huge range of lower budget guitars, $699, $799 and up. But I needed to know if this is still exactly the same. So this is $19.99 at Sweetwater right now. And I ordered exactly that model, but they don't have it in that color. So we're going to look at it 8 years later. First of all, when you order at Sweetwater, and I've never ordered a guitar at Sweetwater, it's insane. You get an email. Thank you for your order. Okay, you get an email from your personal sales engineer. Hey, by the way, your guitar's shipped. Here are the pictures. I'm like, what do you mean here are the pictures? So each guitar in the price range like this at Sweetwater has its unique pictures. So they might have 3 or 4 in stock, but then the pictures on the website might not be the one you're getting. So you can actually click on picture slideshows of all of the guitars they have in stock, and then say, oh, that's the grain I really want. Bam, buy this. And then you're buying the one you actually saw. And then when you bought it, the guy at Sweetwater sends you those pictures and saying, this is your guitar, by the way, that's on the way. Wow. And then they send you the humidity pack, humidity maintain, with something that needs humidity control. I don't even know how this works. A bit better, like the hollow body guitar, probably higher end acoustics as well. So this is a D'Addario humidity pack, which you get with it. I'm going to have to figure out how this works. There are these things that you probably put the humidity pack in. This feels very squishy. I don't want to unpack it now, but this is so that your guitar stays fresh and humidified or dehumidified, or I don't know. So D'Addario makes this, and you know what? Sweetwater buys it for you and throws it in the box. Actually, for me, didn't throw it in the box. Came in a separate box across the pond. That is awesome. Here it is, but of course, I have an unboxing video here.
Five friends, one Volvo, headed down the interstate. 99 miles to go, no more CDs to play. Extend your index now, walls to push eject. You pick 95.8 FM, but I'd rather choose death. It's so hard to find a channel that's not clean.
Yep. There she is. And you know who it is on the channel. I can show you the guitar and say, look at the pretty pictures. Now we're going to take some really pretty pictures of this and the old ones and play some sounds and then come back right to me. So, I open the case and I'm rewarded, and again, Sweetwater, with their 55-point inspection checklist, apparently made by Tony N, finally inspected by with a serial number. And there's check marks on the things they checked, like 24-hour climate acclimation and professional handling, done. Inspect case, kickback, interior, exterior, verify contents and accessories, okay. Inspect and polish body, whoa. Or is it a Polish body? No. Hardware, inlays, binding, nut, headstock, they check everything. Hardware check, everything checked. Output jack and plug fit, checked. Potentiometers, checked. Electric pickups, checked. Check tuning machines and tune to pitch. This guitar had stretched out strings. Never had that from anyone. So it looks like there's a, wow, stretched string and tune to pitch. Nobody at no company in the world, I'm getting very excited about this, does that. The highest end guitar you always get, and you have to stretch the strings yourself. Sweetwater pre-stretches your fucking strings. Sorry for saying the word with the F, but I mean, come on. Intonation, pickup height, string and saddle position, neck relief, frets, action height, tune and polish, packaging. Whoa. And then you also get this. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a Sweetwater sticker. And then honestly, unless you go to a small shop where you buy it and you wait an hour and they do all this stuff for you, I haven't experienced that buying a guitar. Maybe if you buy private stock $10,000 one. But at $2,000, I don't know any shop that does internet sales that'll do this. It is, honestly, I like mine more, okay? But this doesn't have killer flame on it because it would be a waste because it's also a very dark red. So on the top, that's more of a plain top, but it could also be, let me look at specs, because it is slightly different. We're looking at laminated flame maple back and sides, arched laminated spruce top. So it's not maple, this is spruce. So it's more acoustic-y, should be technically more resonant, but, tone wood things. We've got a 3-piece maple walnut set neck. So that is probably like the original one. I can already see clearly there's different tuners on it. The heads are similar, but the tuners are, it says Grover, but they're more vintagey, packaged in a kind of bigger box. Bound ebony fingerboard, 16-inch radius, mother of pearl abalone split block inlays. These are more fancy because they got a split in the middle. Abalone. Simmer Duncan 59 humbucking pickups. I assume that's similar. Per pickup volume, push pull for coil splitting. So they added that. I didn't even know, would have never tested that. Thank you for the information, Sweetwater. 3-way toggle switch, tune-o-matic bridge, steer step tailpiece in gold, of course. 5-ply, body binding. This is all the same. Grover Imperial tuning machines, elegant gold hardware, they say. Well, again, I was skeptical of a company that is a rather big operation, whether or not they can keep the quality up 8 years later. Or if they really impressed us with the first run, because these are super impressive guitars, and then slowly but gradually, not because intentionally, but it happens. You know, the companies, it's all running. We don't really check anymore. New people in the company start building guitars. It's one after another gets replaced. Maybe happens. And then there can be a lapse in quality. Can be. Let's tune it. Great machine heads, I can tell you that right away. Colors that it comes in is solid black, a trans cherry, a vintage natural, which is yellowish, and this viola. Honestly, I don't like any of them as much as I like my natural with the black, which is very unique, but that's not on offer at the moment. So this is, of course, more traditional, you know, gold, this viola or red. We, of course, have the dangelico, way oversized headstock. You have to like that. Okay, but even if you don't like it, you are rewarded with a guitar that is just, I mean, the playability, the action, the tone, the roundness of the sound. It's all, I'm going to tell you this right away, like mine is. Nothing really has changed in the negative over the years. They changed the top. Let's listen. That's the Tube Workshop 2864S that you're hearing. We're going to go into different amps, as always. I'll play all the jazz I can. I think it's just a lot of chromatic stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense. Then again, what do I know? I just studied at Berkeley. To you people saying, take some lessons. I'm going to say, take some, fuck you. Don't do this because you get a flat line in it. I love when a guitar doesn't yell for drive. When the guitar rings and sustains and the note is thick and long. That's what you want from an overdrive. If the guitar gives you that, you don't necessarily look for a drive. You can play this clean all day and never look back forward to turning on the drive. And then, of course, in combination, Try this with this Coil split. I mean, it expands the possibilities of this guitar quite a bit more than mine. It's not what I'd be looking for in a hollow body guitar. I look for the round, big tones, but here we go. Only that. Now in combination, this one single coil, both of them single coil in the middle, more acoustic. I love that tone, and the playability is redonkulous. We're gonna go to some drive. Let's go to the Royalist by Tone King. Pretty much cranked. Go to the Jet Black from Bad Cat. And the Deliverance 2 Plus by my good friend Stephen Fryette, which now has a super improved clean channels all the way to the top right there, this big 60-watt behemoth. It's just the tones are always sweet. So let's get to the bottom line. They have changed two things that I can see. One is a spruce top instead of the beautiful flame maple top. That is for tone. They have changed the tuner caps. They're still Grovers, but they're a different kind of Grover. We, of course, still have this amazing flame in the back, which is kind of a waste, if you ask me, because it's in the back. And the abalone stripes in the middle. These are, little things. It's an evolution of a model over time. From the first moment I took it out of the case, it delivered the same feel, the same warmth, the same beautiful, thick, creamy, clean tones that my SS over there delivers. And all the feel and everything that I expect from this guitar, this brand new one delivers too. It says made in Korea, just like mine. So I'm thinking that it's still in the same factory, who knows. At $2,000, if you're looking for a top of the line, it doesn't really get an awful lot better, if you ask me. Jazz guitar, clean box, slightly overdriven box, blues guitar. It is a full hollow body. If you're looking for a 335, get the DC, that's what it's called, EXDC. This used to be the EXSS, but they changed the name to, it's called the XL, EX. Dangelico XL SS, or Dangelico XL DC, which is a 335 style. Still amazing. And they haven't lost 0.5% of quality. The case is still great. Now buying it at Sweetwater, you get the humidity pack, you get the checkup. Honestly, this is what I would get now, just like back then when I was in the market for a hollow body guitar that just doesn't really need any drive and makes you super happy with a simple clean tone and some reverb. And honestly, even though I know they're not paying for this video. They sent the guitar, I get to keep the guitar, that's the deal. But even though I get compensated by Sweetwater, me saying buy it at Sweetwater is my honest opinion. I mean, this alone, it's pre-stretched. I know you could stretch it for $1.50, but still, it just shows an attention to detail that you rarely see anywhere else. Phenomenally done, Sweetwater. Thank you for this deal. Dangelico, keep it going. Now I want to know how good the cheaper guitars are. Maybe Sweetwater can help me out there. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I'll put links below, and we'll put animals at the end as always.